Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Same thing. You got to continue your process, and I said it a ton last week, and nothing changed. I got a first game now under my belt, but the preparation is going to be exactly the same. Staying and doing what works for me. The process, watching film, install what works and why we're doing what play in different situations. It really just helps me gather information, feel really comfortable going into practice and moving forward in the week.
How much did it help you last week to have Terrell involved in the manner that he was? And do you anticipate, obviously without giving out any state secrets, that kind of a situation to evolve as time goes on?
Yeah. I mean, Coach Jackson always has a great game plan, and our job is to execute, the plays the way we did in practice all week. And Terrell is such a dynamic player that he can do a lot of things, and he definitely did a great job last week with a lot on his plate, and he went out there and executed really well, and he really helped me out too. When I was in there and then finding him on some routes, and but that's just Coach Jackson does a great job of game plan and everything, and really gives us confidence in each play and while we're running it, and then we go out and execute.
Go ahead, Scott. Have you ever seen anybody have the kind of impact on a game that Terrell did on Sunday in multiple phases?
I mean, I think for him, like I said, his performance speaks for itself. He had a lot on his plate and he had a lot of things to do, and for him to go out and execute it as well as he did was awesome. And it took a lot of hard work throughout the week, a lot of time spending extra time, and he was meeting with me. We'd watch film together and go over stuff, but that's just the type of guy he is. He's a team player and he loves doing whatever necessary for us to have a chance. And like I said, he went out there and executed it greatly.
Yeah, along those lines, I don't know if you plan to be a wide receiver down the road or not, but just from an athletic standpoint, how impressive is what he's done and how able he's been able to transition as quickly as he has?
Yeah, it's very impressive, and he has an advantage because he's played the quarterback position before. So when he's at wide receiver, he knows what we're thinking or what our thought process is on different things, and then you throw him in there at quarterback like we did last week, and it's more comfortable for him. It's natural. He's done it before, but I mean, like I said, he spent a lot of time during the week getting prepared for the different packages we had for him and everything, and that's why I think he executed it so efficiently.
How much more do you think you can handle of the offense? Will it expand in your second start?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on our game plan. That's up to Coach Jackson, and whatever plays are called, whatever our game plan is, whatever we install for the week, I'm going to pay close attention to detail and execute each one as best I can.
Hugh's one of those coaches. He likes to change up the formations and move guys around. And we saw your first snap where the tackles were lined up wide before they came in and that. As a quarterback, though, how quick does that process need to be as far as getting the play in the huddle, getting you guys to the line so that he can do those shifts and you don't run into those delay of games?
Yeah. I mean, each play is different. Each play has a different purpose, and all the shifts and everything we do has a purpose. But for me, I need to be a little bit quicker, and that's something that I said after the game was just I want to get in and out of the huddle a little bit quicker, and that's on me just getting the guys get upset. If we need to move, shift, do whatever we need to do that way. If I need to make an adjustment at the line, I'll have time on the play clock and still feel comfortable and not rush. But, that's something that I'm going to work on this week. Big emphasis on getting in and out of the huddle a lot faster.
So do you have more swag walking around this week? Like you're a starting quarterback in the NFL now, man. Like you've done it.
No,
No?
not at all. For me, I don't think everything outside of it comes with it. I just focus on what I can control, and that's how I prepare, and that's how I go out and practice every day, and like I said, execute the plays and execute the game plan and watch film and kind of just go about my business and stay in the facility as much as possible. I don't let everything outside of that and everything that comes with it get in my head.
Is there any difference though of like I haven't quite done it yet in an NFL game. Now I did it. Now I know I can do it. Just going through the whole process.
Well, I mean, I think comfortable-wise, I mean, you got your first start and you played your first game, so you have a little bit of experience-wise and you feel a little more comfortable. But no, I mean, it doesn't change my attitude or my thought process or anything. I'm still going to continue to do what's I know works for me, and that's just stick to preparation all week, stick to my process, and just keep working hard.
Hey, Cody, who were some of the guys you studied, whether or not in high school or SC, at the quarterback position? And then I'm just curious if Kirk Cousins was one of those guys that you paid any attention to.
I was like I said before, I'm a big fan of the position. I love watching guys play the position, and in college at SC, obviously I reached out to the great USC quarterbacks who played before me. But NFL-wise, I was a big fan of Brees. I watched his film all the time. I love watching Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers and guys like that. And but for me, I liked watching the games. It didn't really matter who was in or who was playing at the position. I just kind of watched them and studied them and how they did things that worked well, or different things they did different than I did. And for me, so there's not really any specific guys. I just kind of like watch the position.
What was your relationship with Paul McDonald?
Paul was the first person. I actually took it like it was like my mentor, first person that mentored me when I was there. Our freshman year, he started a class where it was kind of a transition class for all the new freshmen coming in, and Paul was in charge of that. So I got to know Paul really well my first semester, and he was awesome. He gave me a ton of advice and really just helped me out, and told me he supported me, was rooting for me. So I've had a great relationship with Paul.
Did that continue once you were drafted, knowing the connection he had here in Cleveland and so forth?
No, unfortunately, I haven't got to talk to him yet. But he's throughout my career at SC, he was great and everything. But unfortunately, I haven't ran into him yet or anything. But I'm sure he was excited, and when I run into him, I'm sure we'll talk about it.
How similar are the Miami and Washington defenses as you try to prepare for them?
I mean, they do a lot of different things. There's different things that each team's good at and what they stick to and what they like to run. But for me, like I said, it's what I can control. I can't control what they're going to line up, and I can control what play we're running and how to execute it. And that's my biggest thing is that whatever look we may get or whatever they may throw at us, know where your answer is, know where you need to go with the ball, know what you need to do on this play, or know if you need to change certain things here and there. So that's something that I stick to, not to get too overwhelmed with everything.
Cody, what are the things Josh Norman does really well and make him such a challenge?
Yeah, he's an aggressive player. He really is, and he does a great job. He's a great cover guy. He's very physical. He'll come up and tackle, and at the same time, he does a great job of covering. But, for me, I just, like I said, stick to the game plan, execute the plays, know where to go with the ball, and just ball location is a big thing with him because he's so good at reacting to the throw and jumping the ball. Is you need to put it, exactly where you want to put it away from the defender and different shoulders, wherever it may be.
Speaking of knowing where to go with the ball, you went to TP a lot right away. And obviously, he's huge and fast. But aside from those things, is there any reason why there was that instant chemistry?
No, I don't know. I mean, he's like I said, he's a great player. He did a lot of things well throughout the week, and he practiced really hard. And it's just, and so do other guys. Everyone does, and I felt confidence in everyone. But it was just the looks we got. Certain plays he was in, and it wasn't like, hey, we're throwing the ball here no matter what on this play. It's whatever look we get. If we get, the matchup we want or the look we want, then we're going to go there with the ball. And it happened to be Terrell, getting man a couple times or getting zone where he'd find a window. And once he gets the ball in his hand, he makes big plays. So it really helped me out in the pass game, finding him a couple times.
So having studied so many USC quarterbacks, who's the best?
I don't know.
Cody Kessler ranking.
There's a lot of greats. There's a lot of greats. I don't know. I'm nowhere. I'm nowhere up there, but it was cool to get just the people I talked to and connected with Rodney Peete and Leinart would come back, Palmer, Sanchez, all those guys. Barkley was my mentor when he was at USC, and just to know them and kind of be in that category with them. And obviously, like I said, I'm nowhere near their level, but getting to know them and just talk football and outside of football and everything that came with it was definitely a great experience for me.
How much feedback did you get? Not counting coaches and teammates here, but just throughout your life and football career, how much feedback did you get following Sunday's game?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of people from Bakersfield reached out to me, and they were just proud of me and everything. And it was just cool to have that support. Like I said, told you guys before the game, I'm very proud of where I came from, and there's a lot of great people in Bakersfield. And it was really cool to see all the pictures. They had watch parties, all these different things. So to have that support and continue to have that support from Bakersfield is something that really means a lot to me.
Did you see the billboard they put up in Bakersfield?
I did. Yeah, I did. I thought that was awesome. That meant a lot to me, and it was something that I didn't know about. They didn't tell me. No one told me anything. And I actually saw a picture of it first. Someone sent it to me, and then I ran over there and went and saw it afterwards. But like I said, it's just I'm very proud of where I came from, and there's a lot of great people there to support me.
You should be part of the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, every time you talk about Bakersfield.
Yeah. It's a great place. You got to go there first to really experience it. But no, it's awesome. It's just it kind of molds you to who you become as a person. And my dad and my mom both worked really hard, and I learned from them. And I got to watch my dad really coach me in football, and didn't know a whole lot about quarterback, but did everything he could to help me out and get me to different camps and stuff. So I take a lot of pride in coming from Bakersfield.
Do you think your teammates have more confidence in you right now than they did a week ago at this time?
I think we have more of a relationship. Obviously just getting more reps together, more opportunities, and I mean, I hope so. I hope they feel comfortable, and I'm doing everything I can to make them feel comfortable and to know that I have confidence going into each play and in the huddle and out on the field. And But that's something you got to do as a rookie. You got to earn their respect and earn their trust, and that's something that I like to do every day. Just go out and compete and be loud and be vocal and try to be a leader and do different things that just show that I'm ready and I want to step up and be a guy that doesn't come in as scared or has any doubts about himself.
So you said you're sort of focused, you're not worried about the outside stuff, but you're an NFL starting quarterback now. Isn't there outside stuff that's part of that? I mean,
Well, I mean, yeah, it's in college, everything I dealt with it, but you just got to block it out, for me, and that's something that I did at USC, and obviously it's LA, Hollywood, all those different things, but that wasn't me. Like I said, I was just stuck in my playbook. I'd watch film, hang out with the guys on the team, and I didn't really get into the whole outside scene of that or everything that came with playing at USC. I like I said, I respect the game, and it takes a lot of work, and you got to be dedicated, and I enjoy that. It's fun for me to stay late nights and stay in here and study film and watch different things and not get too caught up in the hype or everything outside of it.
Cody, sometimes when, guys are, quarterbacks behind other quarterbacks, you might get summoned and maybe it's one start and then out. How valuable do you think it'll be to be able to string consecutive starts together and get that experience?
Yeah, I mean, there's things that I want to improve on this week and do better, and I think that's a chance for me to come out this week and practice and work on those things and head into the game. But yeah, I mean, it builds a little bit of a rhythm, and coming off of one start, going into the next one, I kind of know what to expect, different things that got brought up in the game that I can work on for this week to fix, like clock management and different things. But yeah, I think it's big, and it all starts today with practice and going in throughout the week.
So we shouldn't expect to see you on TMZ leaving a club?
No, not at all.
do you have a good crazy studying the playbook story of I think Carson Wentz, there was a story like he was studying the playbook on a date or something. Like people like that kind of stuff. Can you drop I'm so dedicated to the playbook I do it here kind of
No,
thing?
I'm not worried about what people like. I just kind of focus on what I do, and that's just get in here as early as I can and watch film and stay all day and stay all night until I feel comfortable with what we're doing the next day and just try to stay ahead. But no, I come in and work hard and kind of keep to myself and just stay in this locker room and just stay in the playbook.